I got an invitation to a baby shower one day, and I stood there looking at it, trying to decide whether I should go or not, because I loved the mom who was celebrating, but just the sight of any baby-related thing would make me cry. I came to Florida from Guyana in April of 2016. It was scary, it was new, it's a different culture, so I was definitely out of my element and figuring it out day by day. I met my husband, and in 9 months, we got married. I felt like I was pregnant, so I took an at-home pregnancy test. It said I was pregnant, so I took a second one because that one obviously is lying. The second one said I was pregnant as well. And at that point, without any health insurance, I literally Googled free official pregnancy tests in Orlando. And the first thing that came up on Google was the Center for Pregnancy. I was extremely apprehensive about being pregnant, mostly because we were 4 months into marriage. So we're now figuring out marriage and having to figure out being pregnant. That felt scary, but always wanted the baby. Always knew that I wanted to be a mother and wanted that experience of being a great mom like my mom was. At the first appointment, I found out I was 4 weeks pregnant, and we did the ultrasound. There wasn't much to see at the time. So then we got done and we made the appointment for the second one, which was supposed to be in about 6 weeks, and kind of go from there. We shared the news with everybody, which made things a little harder later. Everything was going great for a week until I started bleeding. And this actually happened for about 3 days before I realized what was happening. And I remember being at the emergency room and them immediately knowing it was a miscarriage, and I cried for days. I remember laying in bed, not wanting to eat, not wanting to get out of bed, and my mother-in-law coming and praying with me every morning. And I would just cry because I kept asking God, why did you take him? So I'm going through all these emotions for about a week, and I get a phone call to confirm my second appointment at the Center for Pregnancy. And when I got the call, I said, don't bother. It's okay, like, I miscarried. There's no reason for me to still come in. And she said, no, still come. We want to see you. And I remember coming in and meeting with a counselor and talking about the miscarriage and talking about how I felt. And one of the things that the Center for Pregnancy did for me was give me permission to grieve. We sat in her office and we had what felt like a little funeral service for our first baby. We told him we loved him and expressed just how much we wanted him, and that we wished that we had control over the situation, but we didn't, and we hope to see him one day. And that was the start of the healing and closure process for us, to realize that just because we miscarried and just because we're trying to move on from the miscarriage does not mean that we didn't care about him. We got to a point in our marriage where we weren't necessarily trying to get pregnant again, but we were hoping that we would. And in August of 2017, we found out we were pregnant, but there was one problem. We're pregnant again, but there is still not fully the means to provide.
We are here at the pregnancy center, and as you can see, this is our store, and this store was created to provide resources to moms so we can assist them and help them through this beautiful journey.
The Center for Pregnancy loves women, and they will support you no matter what that looks like. In 2017, someone gave, and they did not even know how it was going to bless me. And I feel like in the same way, I give every month, every week, as often as I can. And I don't know whose life that is going to bless. I may never meet that baby. I may never meet that mom. But in my heart, knowing that there is a mom and a baby out there that's just a little happier, that's just a little more taken care of than they would have been without my giving, means the world to me.